On that direction, you can find our Mornico-Losana vineyard. This way, you have Borgo Priolo vineyard, and on that way, you can see our Garlazzolo vineyard. Now you can choose which vineyard you want to visit. Here we are in Mornico-Losana, in Cascina Coraggioso Cru. The altitude here, if you look around, is about 250 meters above the sea level. And this is quite important position because it's a valley which is north facing, and that keeps it quite cool. Also because the position of the valley favors the entrance of cold air, which helps to keep the freshness in the area. Actually, the most important thing is that there is a big difference of temperature between day and night. So during the day, you can reach until 34 degrees, but during the night, you are always below 20. And this big difference really helps during the ripening season to keep the acidity level high, so that the wines that come out from this vineyard are always fresh and vibrant. The soil here is made of clay, and it has a good calcareous matrix as well. The clones that we have chosen are all suited to make a red vinified Pinot Noir, and that's why the 110 Pinot Noir comes from this vineyard. Those clones give us a low yield, around 60 to 70 quintals per hectare, and they are all manually picked. After picking, they are crushed, and part of them goes straight into barriques, where the fermentation process starts. This method helps us to start refining the tannins and also to stabilize the color. This way you get a smoother wine which still keeps freshness and vibrancy. In the end, this is a beautiful environment to get a red vinified Pinot Noir because of the soil, the climate, and the clones we have chosen. Here we are in Borgo Priolo town, in Stagiglione Cru, and this is the vineyard that we have chosen to produce our Extra Brut traditional method. The traditional method here in Oltrepo has a quite long story. In the 19th century, some producers started to think that the climate that we have in our hills, together with the soil composition, was very, very good to produce a Pinot Noir suited to the production of sparkling wine. Particularly the soil composition that has a lot of calcareous soil in it was very good to be compared to the Champenoise terroir. That's why the first cuttings have been imported from there. Until the 90s, here in Borgo Priolo, the climate was pretty cold and damp. So that's the reason why they actually produced only a little bit of white wines. But now, with the global warming, the climate has changed. It became milder, and the humidity is more balanced. So now this is a very good environment for our Pinot Noir. The vineyard management, it's different from a vineyard dedicated to red wine, because we tend to keep more buds on the plant to have more bunches, and this helps a lot the ripening process, so that we finally have a very good ripening on the bunches, preserving the acidity, which is very, very important to have a top-level sparkling wine. Here we are in the town of Codevilla, in Garlazzolo Cru, and this is the vineyard we selected to produce our traditional method 110 Nature. We selected this vineyard because we are at 400 meters above the sea level, and moreover, and mostly importantly, we have a soil in which a vein of marl passes through, and it arrives until Piemonte, which is 20 kilometers from here in that direction. Those marls that you can see here give us a wine which keeps a savory taste, elegance and complexity. The clones we selected for this vineyard are very suited for the production of a sparkling wine, and they are big and juicy, but you have to think that only 30% of the juice will become our Pinot Noir Nature. This is a very particular moment of the grape ripening. It's called veraison, and this is the moment in which the berry starts to get a bit softer and the sugar level starts to rise. And of course, as you can see, the colors start to change. Thank you for visiting La Genisia with me. Let's taste together our wine now.